Matt, how in the world are you?
I'm tired, apparently.
I'm
Oh,
pretty tired
man.
too.
I got smacked in the face with tired.
You know, it'd be even worse than that.
If I got smacked in the face with a hand.
No, I was
Oh.
thinking with tires.
Oh. No, I smacked myself with tires. I work at a garage, which is why it's not funny. I'm doing pretty good this week. Nothing's really happened. Every day's just kind of been like,
You're boring,
yeah.
is what you're trying to say.
It's been a really boring week. How about you?
Oh, pretty good. Got a new kitten yesterday. Think we're gonna name her Ray because we think her birthday was right around, if not right on, Star Wars Day, May the 4th. And she was a stray. Lady I work with has kind of been nursing her and came in one day and was like, hey, anyone want a kitten? And I was like, why not? Checked it over with the wife first, of course. And yeah, we got a kitten. Little white and gray calico cat.
It's about as big as this bottle.
I think that bottle
I think it's bigger.
is bigger
Maybe
than her.
cut it off right here.
Not nearly as thick.
Yes. Also, it's not the shape of a bottle.
Right.
In case you didn't know.
But I am glad it is the 4th of July weekend, at least for me. I've got 4 glorious days off ahead of me.
I wish I had 4 days off. We need to take 4 days off.
Of what?
Just
Oh, your work?
4 days. We only have 2 mechanics, and
Ooh.
both of them are going to be leaving this week. One of them's already gone. He left today. Tomorrow, there's going to be 1 mechanic working, and there's already 8 cars lined up for tomorrow. Just from today.
It's not going to be fun for anyone.
No, and then he's going to be leaving in the middle of the week. So, I think there's going to be one day where we're not going to have like any mechanics. And that may be July 4th. So, we have that off.
Anyway.
But also one of our service riders is going into surgery for his nose, so that's 3 people not going to be at work. So, this next week is... Ooh, it's gonna be fun.
He's being completely facetious, folks. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
Well, what you playing?
I'm still playing Hollow Knight. Still a very fun game. Still love the music. Still love the everything. Such a good game. I'm actually really surprised. I did a search on YouTube to see if there were any like walkthroughs from any like big YouTubers. There's none. I think Cry did one. That was it, which kind of surprised me because it's a good game. It's a really good game, and that's not true. I've seen a few YouTubers stream it, but there's no one's really like done like series of
review
videos
or anything like that.
Yeah, which is very surprising for me. I figured there would be.
Well, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, But a lot of the big YouTubers, they get paid to cover what they cover.
Yeah, a lot of the big YouTubers look at crap. And that's not a joke. Because I think most of what PewDiePie looked at last year, most of what they normally look at is just garbage. It's just like, hey, this is a terrible game. You should play it and make a video because it might be funny. And they play it. It's like some stupid game that like you'll be entertained for maybe half an hour.
Yeah. And you know that's just a promotional when that happens.
Yeah, so I figured they'd be. It's actually kind of sad that like a lot of them don't really look at like really good games
Unless they're getting
they're paid for it. Yeah, so.
And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just that's kind of what this has turned into. YouTube is just another advertisement springboard for products. So that's just how it is.
Yep, doing that. Still playing League. I've actually gotten a lot better, and by that I mean, I'm good with more than one champion now, which is exciting, because there's like 150.
Instead of dying in 5 seconds, I die in 7.
Yes. No, I've been playing more mid lane now than support, because I like both lanes, but I want to reach out more. Usually I just kind of play support because it's nice to have someone else there to help you at all times, but every other role is just by yourself. So right now my 3 main roles that I prefer to play are support, mid, and jungle. But I'm almost always playing with my brother, and he only jungles. He hates everything else, which I'm fine with because he's been playing the game for 5 years and he knows what he's doing. And like there are some games where he's just like the MVP of like everything. He ends the game with like 25 kills, maybe like 5 deaths and like 13 assists, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's why you got I think the last time he did ranked, he was in like plat.
You're a brave man to play a game against your brother when he's that good at it.
Oh, I never play against him.
Oh, well,
I'm with him.
Yeah.
Which, if anything, sucks for me even more, because with him in my queue, I'm fighting against better people and higher ranked people. So when I'm playing by myself, I usually do like, I'm pretty good. I do pretty well. I win the majority of my games because everyone's on the same level as me. But because whenever a lot more recent now, within the past few weeks, whenever I've been playing with all of my friends, and my brother, and they've all been playing the game since at least season 2, so about 5 or 4 years. So they're so much better than I am, and they've been playing for such a long time that whenever I play with them, it doesn't matter who's on the other team. I'm always the worst and weakest link in the whole game. But I have been getting better in games like that, where I haven't been getting destroyed. So I'm happy with that.
Well, good.
Yes.
And when you're happy, it has no effect on me.
None.
So, earlier today I did something.
You pooped.
Aside from that, yeah, it's beaten, done, over with.
All 900 Korac seeds?
No. But you want to know what? I told you. Oh, yeah. That's right. I told you I found like maybe 20. I was 22 short. I found all but 4 of them. And then I stopped.
You were like,
and I was like, I'm not going to look over this map anymore. I'm convinced the map doesn't have them all. Because I have looked that thing over like probably 4 or 5 times in high detail. Like, I've scoured it. So, I have 896 Korac seeds. I think next time I play the game, I will just... I think you have to get about half of them to get your inventory maxed. That's really not hard to get, especially if you have a map.
That's really not even necessary.
Well, when the stupid guardians are destroying your shields because, I don't know, their timing changes or they're far away and you're like, oh, I tried to perfect shield early. Now I don't have that shield anymore. That kind of stinks. But on a stream earlier today, played for a few hours. Some interesting things happened in the game that I've never seen happen before. And oh my goodness, Dwarf, my name for the giant horse you get, that thing could take some damage. I think he took probably 3 laser blasts from Guardians and he was fine. He can get killed. I've seen people use him and get him killed, but I couldn't get him killed. And you can get a horse all the way up to the door before you go in to fight again. I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't even know you could bring a horse into the castle, but you can. Just not indoors. It's a no horsey zone. So yeah, we're going to be doing a review of that here tonight. So I'll give my full thoughts on the game, full thoughts on the end game, all that stuff. And also this came out. Little known character from the 90s. Had his first 3 games remade.
Knuckles the Echidna.
That's right. It's Brash Candicoot. So I'm pretty sure I've talked about how Crash Bandicoot, the original, was like one of 2 PlayStation games I had when I bought it. And I think for quite a while, I probably beat the game on a weekly basis. It's not a long game.
No.
You can beat it, I want to say a little over 3 hours.
There's like, what, 3 or 4 islands?
There's 3 islands. Even if you're doing a 100% run, it still does not take that long. So I know that first game pretty well, inside and out. Second game just got better, if not a little bit more unfair. Like, there's some secrets in the second one that you're like, okay, how was I supposed to find that? Just like false walls and nitro boxes that, well, you can jump on those ones because they're not bouncing. Really? It leads up to a secret. But the third one, I felt like the third one, they really mastered what Crash Bandicoot was all about. Different types of levels. The time trials were an interesting addition. And apparently now they've added the time trials to all 3 games on this one. So I don't know if it unlocks anything extra if you get all the relics, but that was the case with Warped. So also, I think at one point you can unlock Coco as a playable character for all 3 games in all the levels. Played a little bit of it. Played probably like 1 level from each game, and very impressed. It looks like it should be a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, it just has that really good look of polish. It doesn't even look like... It doesn't seem like it should be looking that good, and it's a video game you're playing. It looks like something that, you would have seen in the early 2000s as like, this is like supposed to be a video game, but it looks too good to be a video game kind of thing. Impressed so far. Crash controls a little bit, kind of a mixture of all three of the different games. Although I noticed I didn't try it in the second game, but in the third game, I tried to do a slide into a long jump into a belly flop, and it didn't work. But you could do that in the original game. So, I don't know why you'd want to do those combination of moves, but I thought it was odd that I couldn't pull that off when you could in the originals. So, sure to play more in the future.